Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Marvel Infinity, Avengers Infinity, Untitled prequel thing, prequel interlude, whatever. Yeah, so there's this thing. All right, let's get talking about who made this book. Writer Will Corona Pilgrim, artist Paco Diaz, colorist Dano Sanchez Almara, and letters VC's Travis Lanham. So this book basically is just, it's a rehash in every single way, shape, and form. It's just a rehash of the movie itself, up until the point where those, for crying out loud, I know their names, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. They show up and they attack Vision and Scarlet Witch. They're trying to get the Mind Stone. It ends right before Captain America shows up, which is like, okay, but that was like the best part, you know? Anyway, nothing new really happened in this. There may have been some things said, but for the most part, everything was just shortened big time, drastically. No, absolutely 100% not worth buying this comic book. Just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know, man. Like, the Captain Marvel preview last week, issue number 1, which was referenced here, was actually really good. And I definitely recommend grabbing that one if you want to see a bunch of new things that happened. Things that are, things that we didn't see in this current movie. So, unfortunately, this comic book didn't follow that same. This is like all of the other ones that I had read beside the Captain Marvel Prelude. It just, it's a rehash, shortened, dumbed down, and not that great. Not fully developed. The movie is so much better to watch. It's not a matter of, well, of course the movie's better to watch. No, that's not what I mean. You're not going to get nearly as much. If you read this comic book and don't see that movie, epic fail. I'm going to give you an example. When I was a kid, I grew up poor as hell, and I could not explain jack diddly to my father about how important Transformers were to me. So, I was able to, with my own cash, get the 3 individual Transformers the movie comic books. There were 3 of them, and they all came out, not at the same time, separately. So I was able to afford this month. Oh, I'm able to grab this one next month. Ooh, I can afford that one. Hey, can I go to this shopping? Can I go shopping with you this week, Dad? Why do you want to go shopping? I just want to go shopping with you. Go there. Oh, the comic book is there. Issue number 3. Boom, got it with my own money. Here's the trick of that. I wasn't able to afford to go and see the Transformers the movie. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the original one where Optimus Prime was killed by Megatron. The animated one, the cartoon one. Yeah, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit, but I did have the comic books. Well, I read the comic books, and then a year and a half, 2 years, whatever later, I was over at Buddy's house who rented the movie, and I watched him like, that was actually really good. Yeah, it's exactly like the stuff that happened in the comic books. But actually, certain things like the Ultra Magnus scene when Ultra Magnus was killed, I was like, no, actually the way it happened was bang, 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 bang. He's like, wow, that actually sounds more detailed. What cut did you see? I'm like, no, it was in the comic book. And anyway, the comic book can be made to be just as good as the movie, or in some regards, dare I say it, better than the movie. And this was simply not the case. There was no effort really put into this. I believe that every single person who was involved in this comic book looked at this and just says, this is silly to be making this comic book. There's no reason for it. There's nothing extra in here. Why? Why? God's why? So yeah, I could talk about the movie. I could talk about this. I could talk about that. But at the end of the day, I really want to talk about anything but this book. There is no point in wasting your money on this book. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.